UK cars and other European registered vehicles. These vehicles can be, you can drive to Spain on holiday with these vehicles. You can use your UK registered vehicle in Spain if you're here on holiday. If you're here spending a limited period of time, it's also okay, as long as you have your road tax, you have your insurance, and the car obviously has its MOT checks, and it's obviously viable to be on the road, so no problems with that. The only problem with these vehicles is that if you're going to keep the vehicle here for a very long period of time, you need to get the vehicle onto Spanish plates. So you can't keep the vehicle here permanently on the original plates. At some stage you have to have the vehicle onto Spanish plates, and obviously there is a cost related to that. So be a good idea to establish, if you are thinking of bringing a vehicle into Spain, what the costs are going to be in having that vehicle put into Spanish plates. But definitely you're not allowed to keep a non-Spanish registered plated vehicle for more than a 3-month period in Spain. And definitely you're not able to get MOT certificates from Spanish centres for your vehicle. If your vehicle runs out of MOT, you would be able to get a 1-day MOT check on the vehicle for you to be able to get the vehicle out of the country and back to the country in which it's registered. But they don't offer MOT, long-term MOT certificates on non-Spanish registered vehicles. So a lot of people used to find this a bit confusing, or feel that that's still the case. That's no longer the case. So bear that in mind. Otherwise, driving in Spain is like any other country. Once you get used to it, it becomes the norm, and therefore you don't see the dangers or the difficulties, because it becomes something normal, and that's very, very true. So also driving licenses, while we're on the point of UK cars, driving licenses also are now, if you're residing here, once you've been there for a 2-year period, or should we say beyond the 2-year period, you need to obtain a Spanish driving license. But I always say to people, if you've come over here on a permanent basis, just get your Spanish driving license when you get here. You don't lose any rights in terms of having the license then reactivated in the UK or any other country in the European Union if you choose to go back. So it'll be just a matter of getting your Spanish driving license. In the future you decide to go back, you just go back, present your Spanish driving license, and then you've got your UK driving license, or the driving license of the country that you're from. So once again, my advice is get your driving license and save yourself any complications or fines that can be issued by the various police here in Spain. And while we're on the subject of police, we have local police, which are controlled by the town halls. We have the national police, and we have the Guardia Civil. The two latter bodies are national authorities, and depending on the police officer, depending, like everything else, depending if you get a fine or not. So depending on what they are looking for on the day. Right, okay.